Hi, I'm Poonraj and today we are going to see some basics of Microsoft Excel 2016. To have Microsoft Excel 2016 application, firstly we have to install Microsoft Office 2016 package. So let's start. To open an Excel application, first click on the Start logo. This here Windows logo is there. You can click here and then you can search for Microsoft Excel 2016. So here it is, the Excel 2016. Just click here so that it will be open here. So we have some other way also to open this application. You can also just type here to search, in just write it down exe. Yes, it's appeared here. So just you can click here, it will be open from here also. But we have some another option which will reduce this time to open it very easily. So for that, so just click here, this Excel application. Here you can see, just right click it and click on more. Let's pin to taskbar. Okay, so if you click on pin to taskbar, now you can see here it's pinned here in taskbar. Okay, so whenever you want, you can easily open this Excel application with single click. Okay, just now you can see that when you click, just single click you have done here, it's open. Okay, so there is one more thing you have noticed here. If you have noticed here, you can see like there's another extra window is coming here, this window, like good evening, something is written here, and after that when you click here blank workbook, when it will open a blank page here. I think like we don't need this extra page over here. So for removing this extra page, just go here in options, and in options if you come down, you can see that show the start screen when this application starts. Just remove this tick from here and click on OK. Okay, now we will try again. So now we will try to open this application, and you see the window is skipped from here, and directly we are able to open this Excel application. Okay, so now we will see some of the basic stuff that you may need to know. We will go from top to bottom. Okay, so from the top side we will see here this section. This is called quick access toolbar. Okay, so in the name itself you can imagine like quick access, when you want to access any application, any tools, application like tools, you can say any tools you want to access from this. Lots of tabs are here. From any of these tabs, if you want to access any tools, you can add over here, so that in single click you will be easily open. You can easily able to open that tool. So for example, I'll show you how to add that tool over here. Just if you see here, there's one down arrow over here, so it's written like customize quick access toolbar. Click over there, and when you click on more commands, so it will show like lots of commands, tools, stuff, tabs, everything will be here. So from here you have to choose the tools. So from here you can see like home, insert tab, draw tab, file tab, whatever which tool you want, you can easily add it over there. So if I'm seeing on file tab, from file tab, if I want to have this exit command, like exit tools, I can say like exit command or tools, whatever you can say. So if I want to add this tool in my quick access toolbar, I can simply double click this so that I can add over here, and if I double click here, it will be removed and it will get back to its original position. And you can also add from here. You can see add, and you can remove like from here by clicking here. You can see like remove. Okay, so we have to add these tools. So I have added here, and after that click OK. Okay, now you can see here, if I click this button, I will be exit from this Excel file. Okay, so this is the use of quick access toolbar. So it's customizable. You can add many tools over here which you are frequently needed to perform any operation or any work, so you can add over here. Okay, so we will move on to next thing. This is the title bar, we can say, which is the name of your file. Okay, if we are having if you have opened any Excel file, you can see here as by default it shows as book 1. Okay, if you open any Excel file, it will be having this file name as book 1, but you can easily change whatever name you want when you will save this file. Okay, when you save this file with any name, like you can put any name instead of book 1. So this is simply, you can consider it as the file name. Then we will see the next section, like sign in. Sign in is like if you have a Microsoft Office account, you can sign in with that account. And but if you are a local user, like if you are having a local user computer, like no any other settings or setup with domain or something, so you no need to worry about this step. You can easily skip this one. So now we will move on to this section. This is for the ribbon section that I will show you later. So this is the 3 main button when you open this Excel application or any application. These 3 buttons will be there in most of all the application. So let's see one by one. This is minimize. Okay, when you click on this minimize, you see it disappeared. Okay, normally it's in our taskbar. Okay, here it's there. If you click here again, it will again restore and it will open it. Okay, so the next thing is restore down, and this is mostly used to resize your window while working, like resize your file, I mean this Excel file. If you click that restore, you will see that you can easily resize this small or bigger, how which size you want, you can easily resize this. So why, you may ask, why you need this resizing things like restore things? So mostly when you have another Excel file over here, another window, like another Excel file, if you want to copy something from that file, or if you want to verify something from this file to that file, that time you may need to perform Excel like this. Okay, so and you want to maximize it, you can click here this maximize. It will it can again take you back to full screen. Okay, and the next thing is this is close. When you click this button, this application will get closed. As you may know, like close means this will directly close all the stuff whatever you have done here. Okay, so now we will move on to next one, and the next one here is, you can see this section, we call it as tabs. Okay, file, home, insert, page layout, formulas. Normally we are calling this as tabs. Okay, so and this section, that whenever you click any tabs, you will see some group of tools, or you can say like group of commands you will see here. We call this as ribbon. Okay, so normally this section, the whole section, we call it as ribbon. So I told you, like here we have seen one option like ribbon display option. You can see here what is the use of this option. When you click here, you can see like auto hide ribbon. As you can see, it will hide this whole things from here. Like I'll show you auto hide ribbon. If I click over there, that's it, everything is disappeared. Okay, so if you want to get back that again, just click over here again, ribbon display option, show tabs. This will show only tabs, not all the commands and tools that we have. We'll see, you can see here it's only tabs are showing here. And if you click here again, you will see like show tabs and command. This will display the whole stuff as we have previously when we open this Excel file. So let's click on that. Okay, here we get that back again. Okay, so now we will move on to next thing, that is the formula bar. Okay, this is the formula, as you can see in name, like formula bar. Mostly when you have a big formula in your Excel application, I hope you all know, like mostly Excel files are used for some calculations or some equations, that kind of stuff. So whenever you need to edit any formulas, or if you want to add any formula in any cells, so you can use this place over here. So from here you can easily add or modify your formula. Okay, and the next thing is, here you can see this we call as name box. Okay, name box is the location where your current cell, your control is there. As you can see, if I click here in G6, it will show it as here G6, your current control is there. So it has many other purpose also, but mostly for basic purpose we can say like this is the showing the current address of your cell, like which cell you are in active now. Okay, so now here this stuff you can see here, A B C D, this kind of stuff over here. This is mostly it is divided just like it's showing like us columns, and this we call this as rows. A B C D, this columns and this is rows. So mostly we have too much columns and too much row. As you can see here, it's W here, V W, it's going down that side. So I can say like total number of rows and columns. So for columns I can say like 16,384 columns are there. Okay, this side you can say like if you go down that side, left side you can go like this you can go. So it's like 16,384 columns. And for rows, for this section you can say like rows, you will have like around 1,048,576 rows you can find. So it's too much columns and rows, and combining with these two you will have the cells. The cells are like around more than 2 billion. Okay, so cells are like around more than 2 billion cells are there. So it's too much things, like in one Excel sheet is enough to perform too much stuff. Okay, so this is the thing for rows and rows and column. And now we can see like some of the things I would like to show you, that resize these cells. Okay, normally this box we call this as cells, and to resize this, like for making it big or small, which makes you very easier to work on that cells, like if you have some big text to write over there, so that time you may need to resize this. Like if you take your control over there, you can see like this plus like symbol. So when you see this, you can click your left click, your mouse left click, and you can drag this like on right side. If you do it, it can take you over there. Like you can see if you will get a bigger space to write something over here. Okay, and if you want to reduce this size, just same procedure, go there, use your mouse left click it over there and drag it to the left side. Right side if you want to more space, left side if you want to small, like little bit less space compared to that. Okay, so this is the one, and the same thing you can do in here column also, like in row also, like in 1 and 2, in between 1 and 2 if you go over there, you will see that plus symbol. Take it to the downside, you can see like this. And if you don't want to, or if you want to compress your space, you can do like this. Okay, so this is the procedure, and as I told you, this we call this as cell, and you have multiple sheets, as I can say, like for each and every Excel file that we call as workbook. Okay, we call that as workbook. Each workbook has multiple sheet. Okay, multiple sheet in the sense, now here we have sheet 1, and for more sheet, like you can see here, click here new sheet, click 1, sheet 2, like sheet 3. If you click this plus button, it will increase one by one. You will have lots of sheet, like how much you want, you can get it over here by clicking this button. And you may ask like what is the maximum limit of this sheet, like how much sheet can we have in single workbook. So for that I can say like you have no limit. Its limits depends upon your RAM, your computer memory. Mostly many people know what is RAM, like the RAM that is used in your laptop or desktop. So it depends upon that memory, your the sheet will be increased or decrease. It will be increased, like how much sheet you can open in workbook. Okay, and now next we will move on to this scroll bar. If you see over here, there's a scroll bar, horizontal and vertical scroll bar. Here you can see, like if you want to go left side, right side, you can use this arrow key, or you can just click your scroll bar over here and then drag over left to right, like that it will go like this. And if you want to go top to bottom, click just like this in this arrow key. You will see this arrow, like if you click here it will go one by one. And if you want to move like block of cells like from top to bottom, and you can drag it like this. So this is the vertical and horizontal scroll bar. And the next thing we will see here is the status bar. Okay, now you will see here the status bar. As you can see in status bar, it shows that in ready. Okay, it shows like in ready mode. The status is in ready mode. If I write something over here, okay, if I write something here, what it's showing, if you see here, like it shows an enter mode. Okay, so status changed to enter mode. If I click some other place, like any other cell, now it shows in ready mode. Like whenever you open any Excel file, so just check over here, like what is the status. Sometimes it shows some other status like loading or something, like now it shows ready. When it shows ready means you can easily edit anything on that your Excel file. Okay, and now next we will move on to this view buttons, that we call this as 3 buttons are there over here. Normally by default, whenever we have our Excel file, it shows in our view button. Okay, normal view, sorry, it's in our normal view whenever we open any Excel file. Okay, so in the next button, when you see it's page layout. Okay, page layout, mostly we have separate tab over here, page layout. In that tab we will discuss more detail about what is this page layout section. Normally in the name itself you can say page layout, the page, how it's going to print, and how much place you have in your how much place you have in your page to write, or while printing, how it will be, like that you can see over here in this page layout. If I click over here, you can see here like how much the working area is there. And at the top side you can see like this is the header part. Okay, so mostly I can say if you want to add any header in your Excel sheet, you can easily click this button and add over here. Simply one click, add something you want, whatever you want in this header section. And if while adding, you can also add in footer also. So here, and many of them you don't know what is header and footer. Maybe in later on we will have this page layout section. You can like insert tab, or in this all tabs you will see like this, what is this header and footer. So that time you will clearly know like why we are using this header footer. Okay, so this is mostly we are now using for header and footer, I can say, like. And the working area also you can see from here, and you can resize it how much you want it. But I think it's better, like we will see this option in detail, like when we go for this page layout option. Okay, and when we see this, like I said, header and footer, you will see here in header and footer in insert tab. So while we will have video on insert tab, you will see this, why we are using this header and footer. Okay, so we will go back to our normal view over here. Okay, and the last one you can see over here is the page break preview. What is the use of this page break preview? When you click on this, you will see like what are the things to be printed over here, and you can easily customize this, like how much area to be print on page 1 and how much area to be print on page 2, like that. So for that customization you may need this option for page break preview. So I'll go back to normal one. Like for example, I'm writing something over here, like something I have write over here. Like if now I am again checking over here what it shows, like you see this should be the page 1. Okay, so if I want this print to be both text should come in single page, so that I can easily move over here like this arrow key. So if you see, if I want, this is the by default page 2, and if I want more place on my page 1, so this all stuff gets printed on the page 1. So like that, for printing purpose you can easily edit this area for printing. So for that purpose we are mostly using this page break preview. And let's get back to normal mode. And now the next thing is, you can see here over zoom. Okay, this is a zoom section, like adding or minus, like this is here shown like zoom out, zoom in. As you know, like for minus means it will reduce the size, and plus means it will increase the size. Okay, how much you want you can use this. Mostly this is used for when you have lots of text, small, your font is very small in this Excel sheet and you want to read it clearly what it's written, so that in that time you can use this option. So it's very useful option. By default it's in 100%, like it's in normal view it's like 100%. Okay, and the one more and the last thing I would like to inform you is, whenever you perform any operation or any things, any stuff you have done in your Excel sheet, so when you close this sheet, it's always ask you to save. Okay, so when you've done any changes on your existing Excel file or any new file, it will always ask you to save this file. If you want to save this file, you can click over here, and wherever you want to save, you can save over here. Okay, so you can easily save this file. And if you don't want to save this, we can click simply as cancel. Okay, so if you don't want to save this file, like whatever you have done here, like if you have done some temporary work over here and you don't want to save this file, you can simply click here don't save. It will not save this file and it will close. And if you by mistakenly, if you have clicked the close button, so and you don't want to do anything, you can just simply click cancel. Okay, so this is the basic video for Excel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please click on like, subscribe and share this video. Okay, thank you, bye.